Professor Hawking, in the very last paragraph of your book, you say that if we discover a complete theory of the universe, then it should in time be understandable in broad principle to everyone and not just to a few scientists. And when that happens, all of us will be able to start discussing the why rather than the how. And I quote, "If we find the answer to that, it would be the ultimate triumph of human reason, for then we would know the mind of God." Do you think that God can intervene in the universe as he wants, or is God too bound by the laws of science?
The question of whether God is bound by the laws of science is a bit like the question, can God make a stone that is stiff? I don't think it is very useful to speculate on what God might or might not be able to do. Rather, we should examine what he actually does with the universe we live in. All our observations suggest that it operates according to well-defined laws. These laws may have been ordained by God, but it seems that he does not intervene in the universe to break the laws, at least not once he had set the universe going.
Job to swap these over. Good.
There we go.
Shall I take it?
If you mind, yeah, thank you.
Oh. So it'd be great to know what... I've noticed that font is on the small side. Do you need that bigger? So the folder font needs to be bigger. We set a rather long delay on easy key starting because strangely with this processor so fast, it's tending to, oh it's done it again this time, it's tending to start easy keys before it's recognized.
We are pushing the boundaries of what is possible through technology. Without it I would not be able to speak to you today.
He was down to about a word a minute.
Every time he needed to access his machine, open files, surf the web, all of these actions were very, very tedious because he had to rely on a mouse, which was really very hard for someone who doesn't have an ability to move a mouse. We wanted to build a more open platform that allowed us to really quickly configure and change things so that we're constantly iterating and trying. Bring in different word predictors, bring in different sensors, change the UI, do all of these things by way of just maybe changing XML files rather than doing a lot of coding.
The system is written using Visual Studio, C#. We use standard Windows forms, .NET 4.5. We also use some WPF. And we use the standard Microsoft pluggable framework paradigm to load all the DLLs at runtime. Everything was built around this one actuation mechanism where he uses his cheek to trigger the system. The system responds.
And we collected hours and hours of footage of him interacting with the system. What was the range of his motion? Did it change with the time of the day? When he was tired, you want the system to trigger. You want the software interface to work.
We iterated a lot with him being as a key designer, and the minute he started using it, he would find something. And then he'll come back to us and he'll have this like huge smile on his face. His access to many of the common functions in his machine was about a 10x improvement. Stephen was actually quite adamant about open sourcing the system. The nice thing about having such an open platform is that really people from different areas of research and development can really make a huge impact. So please help us. We can't wait to see what your contributions will bring to the world of disabilities.
I challenge you all here to excel, to bring about the changes you want in the world. Keep pushing and never give up. Welcome to Connect. The reason I am talking to you today is to add my voice to those who want immediate action on the key challenges that face our global community. I hope that in 2015, people with power can show creativity, courage, and leadership. Let them rise to the challenge of the Sustainable Development Goals and act, not out of self-interest, but of common interest. I am very aware of the preciousness of time. Seize the moment. Act now. I have spent my life traveling across the universe, inside my mind. Through theoretical physics, I have sought to answer some of the great questions. But there are other challenges, other big questions which must be answered, and these will also need a new generation who are interested, engaged, and with an understanding of science. How will we feed an ever-growing population? Provide clean water, generate renewable energy, prevent and cure disease, and slow down global climate change. I hope that science and technology will provide the answers to these questions, but it will take people, human beings with knowledge and understanding, to implement these solutions. One of the great revelations of the space age has been the perspective it has given humanity on ourselves. When we see the Earth from space, we see ourselves as a whole. We see the unity, and not the divisions. It is such a simple image, with a compelling message. One human race. We are here together, and we need to live together, with tolerance and respect. We must become global citizens. Our only boundaries are the way we see ourselves, the only borders, the way we see each other. I have been enormously privileged, through my work, to be able to contribute to our understanding of the universe. But it would be an empty universe indeed, if it were not for the people I love, and who love me. Without them, the wonder of it all would be lost on me. Let us fight for every woman and every man, to have the opportunity to live healthy, secure lives, full of opportunity and love. We are all time travelers, journeying together into the future. But let us work together to make that future a place we want to visit. Be brave, be determined, overcome the odds. It can be done.
Zdravo nas vi. Nesam se ugojavljavos vojšto su me izrazito salutale neke gospođe. Al da ja to mnogo ne palamudin. Meni je danas došlo, da ustanem od stolicu kad sam pročitao, da će ovi smrdljivi naprednjaci da organizuju kontramiting podrške onom diktatoru. Majke im ga nalutam vaš, a i na sestru da im ne ostanem dužan. Meni, doktoru odna oku I po najpametnijim čovjeku na svet, ne mogu da prodaju mu da za ubrzi. Opet prave neko sranje. Ma, svaki dan mi se govna prijedu kad vidim kako nas poproskuju I zavlačeram čarsko I lašljivo jevem preko maketu od Beograd na vodu. Nego mi da se organizujemo pa na Đurđevdan da blokiramo ovu državu. Ne treba mi manično depresivni premijer, ministar plagijator I nepismeni predsjednik. Onikoise plaszedaj zajumogu samodami spusha overmoje nepokretnu potku ida oderdalijuch marna Alexandra Vucica neshuslinu itomu brohara. Saloshima historismo uzelida pokraljamo ovajnashmo tokultivator. Izajite na ulice I recite. Padok leviše mame vanga.